General's back in the building. Trust. Tell her man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare creps and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes, that's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs, I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve, that's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed, fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal. Tell a man ease up, getting my peas up, won't get a feel up, is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I leading, call me a leader. Down for the anarchy. Them man I sing to the feds like Valerie. Any violations, man I see casualty. Even my manager still can't manage me. Non-stop working, down for the salary. Everyday in gym, burning a calorie. Deep meditation, man can't channel me. I told them man recently, man's been on the deepest frequency. Girls that I love keep on leaving me. When I die they'll keep on grieving me. Gotta deal with this thing evenly. Gotta live this life, just breathe with me. Bad man can't make
We are live at Falcor Bay on a beautiful afternoon. A great day for boxing. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Nice to be here with you.
And now it's The Rock. Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine.
If this fighter knows how to use that reach, this is going to be a shot night.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is a Hall.
An open-air outdoors. Marciano with one of the best right hands in boxing history. If he catches you flush, it's good night. He misses with that straight left. Misses with the straight left. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Perfect counter shot. It is a sunny and hot day, and yes, we're outside, Johnny. No air conditioning, or air con, as you say in the UK.
This is taking boxing back to its roots. Outside, where you've got the crowd there, you can hear everything. You've got the breeze of the wind, you've got the heat of the sun. You know when you're doing this, your feet are on fire. They're on fire in the ring.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nope, that hook won't score. Through the straight left, but it won't score. Punch, counter punch. Good defense to block the hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? And there's the bell to start round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, Hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight, not yet, not until your senses have come back.
This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Those counter punches have to hurt. Misses with the straight left. Catch and shoot. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. He misses with that straight left. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Seemed like an eternity. On to the third. After that last round, something has got to change.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Misses with that straight left. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Beautiful counter punch. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Misses with the straight left. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. He is down big time. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Good counter punch. He misses with that straight left. They exchange punches. Swing and a miss with the hook. nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good punch. What a punch. That counter punch caught him clean. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Johnny, as you know, there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Insane action. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. He misses with that straight left. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Every second, every minute of the...
Let's start the 6th. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Both men step back for just a moment. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Misses with the straight left. How about that time counter shot? And he misses with that straight left. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Gonna need an. There's the bell to start round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Good counter punching. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You don't want to trade shots. They're both trying for a knockout. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Nice counter shot. Which fighter will say no mas? Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Failing to score with that right hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.